Right, no, I'll put the peach on outside. I've got to take this out and fold him out flat, grease him all up, and then run him up and make sure everything is okay. Actually, I might just check the tire pressures on these guys before I go out first. That is tight. See, told you. Right, I need to hook up the hydraulics and that. So we'll drop you, turn you off. That's just going to burp my knuckles, isn't it? I can see it. I can see what's going on there. I might have to get myself a tool. Okay. So, I need to lever you off a bit, get you in there a bit, and then see if I can lever you in, back in there. It's close. There you go. Just needed an old screwdriver. You can join the toolbox. You made yourself useful on the tractor. Okay, now we'll connect up the hydraulics, where I can fold this lot down and I can get to all the grease nipples easier, and then we'll grease it. But we'll put the pre-show on after we've done that. Okay, so that's not going on yet. Number 2. Number 2. There you go. Okay. You're locked off at a funny angle, aren't you? So I reckon I must have put you away, not locked properly. Why did I do that? Let's see if I just straighten it up. I need to lock it anyway. Oh, it's close. They're not close enough. That is though. Okay. Now we're good to go. Right, I don't think the new grease gun nipple is going to go down through there, so I bought, where is it? I bought this one out just in case. I can't tell if that's going in or not. Right, okay, that's that one. Right, now the hard one. Still feels quite stiff in there. I'm not sure I'm entirely happy with that. I don't reckon that's going in there. I don't think he will. It's just too big for the hole. There are times when it's reassuring to know your tool's too big for the hole, but there are other times when it's just a bloody nuisance. Sometimes brute force and ignorance don't pay. Bugger. So all I've really managed to do so far is cover myself in grease, cover the camera in grease, and pull the blinking grease nipple out of the PTO shaft. Now then, are you a punch-in one or are you a screw-in one? I'm not sure I can tell. There he is. This might take a while. Thing is, you can't get your blinking fingers in there. Get the bloody thing out. I wonder if I can get that tab off there. We're almost there. He is loose now. Ish. Yeah, gotcha. Right then. Right, we'll put it on the bench to see if I can't repair it here, just in case I can. But I think it's probably going to be off to get a new one. Right. So a bit of light on the subject. So what I need to do is get that little fella in there. And do you know what? It's just not happening, is it? Just not happening. I reckon the thread is, yeah, thread's gone. Okay, right. Well, at least we know what we want now. I can go up to the engineers and say, I want one of those. Okay, it's just gone 2 o'clock. I've had my dinner. Hopefully I'll get away shortly to go and get this part for the prop shaft. I'll see if I can pick up some of that brake fluid as well for the case. I think actually I'm going to go down to Chandler's, North Bristol, and get the bits down there, because that means I can go via to the farm and just have a look at the state of the grass, see how well it's drying. I'm not going to be spinning it today anyway, but it's just nice to see. And if I can go that way, 2 birds, 1 stone. Anyway, while we're waiting for a customer to come in and get some wood chip, I might as well make a bit more compost. I want it. Not where the lads think I want it. Okay. It's all very technical. That's a bit wet, that bit. Let's have some dry stuff off the top. That should flow a bit better. Right, we'll just tap that down a minute. Lovely stuff. You want this, don't you? You want it for your garden. I can hear you. Ooh, I wish I could have some of that for my garden. Well, you can. Just come and get some. Right, so Woodchip customers just turned up in pretty much a brand new Jag. Nice car, really, really nice car. Opened the boot and said, well, there's a dumpy bag in there. I want to fill that one up. And I got 2 more dumpy bags on my little trailer, which is over there. Right, okay. He said, how much? And I told him. And I said, you're going to fill the back of your car up with Woodchip? Yeah. That's all right. I said, he said, we've come a fair distance to get it, so we want to take as much as we can. I said, you know it's full of creepy crawlies, you know, wood lice, spiders, creepy crawlies. Yeah, that'd be all right. Brand new car. So, yeah, okay. To each their own. Right, so I'm off to Chandler's, pick up that greaser, see if I can get that brake fluid. I'm kind of assuming that they're going to do the same stuff down there. That brake fluid used for tractors and that is going to be fairly, what's the word I'm looking for? Standard, fairly standard. So quick look at the grass. I reckon that should be, the sun's quite warm, it's 19 degrees centigrade. Excuse me, the sun's quite warm. It's not direct, a lot of clouds about, but that should be drying quite nicely. And if I can have the machine greased and serviced and ready tonight, I'll be ready to go tomorrow. I probably won't start spinning hay until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, because if there is any dew about, there's no point in, I must get that burnt off before I turn it over. There's no point in putting dew, which is wet, on the top underneath. So if you think of it logically, it makes perfect sense. So let the top dry first before you turn it over. Okay, right. Next stop, Chandler's. Come on. So this was the thickest and heaviest of all the crops, although they're all thick and heavy. It's going. That is going to take some drying though, because if you look at the ground underneath, that is wet. That's my problem. Am I going to get to dry this enough for hay? Brake fluid, check. Grease nipples, check. Wander around lots of tractors, check. No, didn't take you this time. I decided to go my own, just so you couldn't see me drooling. Right, so that's everything I need. So, luckily, that was the last pot of LHM they had. So, it's always worthwhile checking before you top up your brake fluids. You know what you're putting in there, because the newer dot fluids don't get on with LHM. They don't mix. So that's why I rang our engineer and found out what was in mine, because I wasn't sure, and he told me, so that's what I got. Right, back home, fix this PTO shaft, get the machine greased up and running and ready for tomorrow. Right, got them. We need that. Let's see if I can put this thing back together again. Right, I just got to get in that greasy little hole in there. Okay, that fella there. Let's just put them back in the cab. Check my spanner size. Exactly the same. Right then, I did have clean hands. Not for much longer. I think I've got it. Oh, at last. I had to cheat in the end. I had to make the little hole here, the grease hole, a little bit bigger. I just could not get the thing to bite. It was not having any of it. Oh. But it's in there and it's doing up. Oh, eureka. Right, just getting the span on there tight enough to... Right. Can I now? Yes, I can. All right, he's in there. Oh, so that's taken me, what's time now? Oh. Well, it's 20 to 4. All right, I had to take some time off. So we finished at midday earlier to get this done. 1:30, I think it was. So yeah, hours just for that, just for a grease nipple. But if I didn't do it, actually I wonder if I can get him on there now. If I hadn't done it, and this thing overheated and then the machine went down, oh yeah, yeah, I can get that one as well. This thing had gone down, what a complete and utter nightmare that would have been. Right, okay, that's better. Now I've got grease in there. That's better. That's better. Okay. Now you can go on the tractor. Go on, find it. There you are. Now I can grease everything else. This thing has got grease nipples everywhere, which I don't mind because that means I can lubricate it everywhere. Well, I don't know. Is greasing up a machine more interesting than washing it? So people like to see folks washing machines, but I don't know. Greasing is just not as exciting, is it? Let's not forget that top link. And these guys. Just as well I started with new cartridge. Right, and I'm going to use him on this. Oh, you're in the back, are you? Typical. Not too much. That's it, all done. The grease gun did actually run out of grease when I was doing the front of the tractor. Basically, I didn't stop at just the tedder, I did all of it. So all the back linkage is done, front steering is done, kingpins done, top and bottom. Main bearing underneath for the PTO, that's done. It's also for the axle. Another one for the axle there. Lift arms are done, but I haven't done the top and I haven't done the inside because I've got no work for the minute, so I didn't move them, but I've just done ones I can get to. So yeah, so basically apart from 1, 2, 3, 4 on the front lift arms, every grease nipple on the tractor has been loved. New grease nipple in there, that's all set up, that's all done. Yeah, and I've just fueled it up. We are ready to go tomorrow morning. Okay, it is 5 o'clock. My guys are just going home. Tonight's video is already made, and tomorrow's, because I made 2 out of 1 day. So You'll have to excuse me a little bit with the videos coming up because I'm going to be that busy on the haymaking stuff. I may, well, sometimes make 2 out of 1 day just to stretch the time out, and I'm not always going to have time to video, and I'm definitely not always going to have time to edit. So some of them might be a bit short, some of them might be same day. It's really a case of I'm just trying to fit everything around. Bearing in mind, don't forget, most of this I'm doing all by myself. So anyway, I'm going to go and have a half hour on the Doosan and load another bag of compost. You know, someone might want to buy one.